Hey everybody, Ash here with The Binge. I'm coming back to you with a fragrance review. And this one does not suck as much as the last one I did, which was Armaf Craze Fresh. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out, but just don't buy that fragrance, because it's horrible. The one that I'm going to be talking about today is a newer release from the house of Issey Miyake, Le Majeure DC. Maybe I pronounced that correctly, I don't know. So this one I bought as a tester, so there's no box, which means there's no real presentation, or at least presentation portion of the video. But you can check out that bottle. In my opinion, this is actually one of the nicer ones from the house. And it is super sturdy. Very, very heavy glass. The cap clicks into place, the atomizer works well. It looks good. That's not really the most important part, is it? It's how it smells that's most important. So how does this one smell? The initial opening is sharp and metallic. It smells a little bit like aroma chemicals, which is to say synthetic, synthesized, cold, however you want to put it. It's definitely fresh, a little bit salty, and has kind of an aquatic vibe mixing with the cashmere note. The cashmere gives off kind of a musky vibe. Like the way it smells, if you could imagine it a much different way. This is gonna sound kind of funny. If I imagine the smell that white noise would have, it would be this. If you can picture that. So yeah, it's very heavy on that cashmere slash musky feeling note with the previously mentioned salty aquatic accord. So it's just very musky, metallic, sea salty aquatic. And normally a fragrance like this would have some citrus or some sweetness to balance everything out. That's pretty much missing here. There's very little to no sweetness here at all. So there's nothing to really counterbalance everything. Another thing, off my skin, this doesn't change very much. From the opening to the dry down, it's pretty much the same. Really, the only thing that happens is that it tones down a little bit. That metallic, sharp kind of edge that you get initially, that pretty much goes away. But it is still a cashmere, musk, salty aquatic fragrance. There's just not a ton of development here, which for some people can be a good thing. To me, it feels like a minimalistic kind of fragrance. Not a whole lot going on. Again, it does smell a little bit artificial. It smells like a fragrance that came from a lab. And I know you're gonna say, but fragrances are made in labs. But this smells like something that actually came directly from one, if that makes sense to you. So fragrance development wise, that's pretty much it. It's pretty monotonous. It is definitely not the worst thing that I've ever smelled, but I also don't think it's the kind of fragrance that's gonna really leave much of an impression on the people around you. It almost smells like if you take L'Homme Libre from Yves Saint Laurent and you mix it a little bit with Escada Moon Sparkle, then that would be this. But if I'm being honest, I would pick L'Homme Libre or Moon Sparkle over this. It's going to be best for spring and summer casual daytime wear. It's not something that I would consider a night fragrance or a date fragrance at all. Also not something that I would ever wear formally. And honestly not something that I would see older gentlemen wanting to wear either. It's going to trend a little bit younger. Performance on this though is surprisingly good. With longevity I get 8+ hours, no problem. Projection is good too. Anybody that's going to be in my vicinity is going to be able to pick this one up. The bottle is the best part of this release. The fragrance inside, though not terrible, is just kind of uninspired. It's just a sterile, fresh, musk aquatic. If you can pick it up for super cheap, you could probably get some use out of it in the spring and summer. Because again, it's not terrible, but it's not really good either. It's just kind of there. I feel like nobody's going to be really pleased with this as a signature scent, and it doesn't really measure up against a lot of the heavy hitters that you wear in warmer weather. So it's just kind of blah. Not really exciting, but not super crap either. That's pretty much all I've got to say on this one. It comes across just really simple. If you have smelled this one, let me know what you think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys back next time with another video, obviously. I'll see you later.